I'm going to explain why forgiveness is good, but why I must forgive and forgive my mother. Okay, so um, last year, some part of this year, last 2 years, I let my mom handle my account resources because I blew them when something very bad happened to me, and I let her hold my money and kind of control my account a little bit. And I found myself living on the north side of Chicago. She lived in like Joliet, the south. I found myself getting myself into situations to where um, I needed my money. And so, just a second. And so, I would get myself in situations to where I needed money to get like a motel or money to get to some room or whatever. And a whole lot of times, I want to say 25, 30 times between 2017 and 2019 going into it, um, I wasn't able to get to my money, or I was able to get to my money later. So, a lot of times, especially in Chicago, especially in the wintertime, zero below, I found myself outside. I found myself late at night outside, you know, and when situations got bad enough, I was hungry, didn't have enough money even to feed myself or smoke a cigarette, criminal moves were made by me. I did some real serious stuff that was criminal. Long story short, forgiveness. So, you know what? I became pissed about it. I ended up staying with this girl, and I became angry, very angry about it toward my mother. So I started calling her job, and you know, telling them what she did and checking for her because she wasn't answering my text messages. Um, started calling her job, and it turned into her helping me with my money more. But due to my anger, because I felt like she put a death wish on me. I felt like, that money that I needed and you couldn't get it to me for whatever reason or being cruel, you wish something bad on me. Very bad. Somebody that lived inside you. Okay? So I started calling her job out of anger to get my money faster. That turned into a restraining order. Making me angry. I didn't give a fuck and where I was at. She didn't know where I was at. So I kept calling her job to get her in trouble and get my money, which somewhere worked. Then I ended up getting a restraining order at, her house. But when I stopped and left the job, stopped calling the job, and I started getting my money more, I left her alone. She starts pulling up where I live at, checking on me now, asking, am I eating it? And trying to give me money now, trying to be my friend. But you got a restraining order. Okay. So, my money started getting messed up again. I started needing my money, but I had an understanding person, so I was staying with. So I didn't really, if I was fucked up on the money, she wasn't doing it correctly. I still wasn't out in the street, but that took a while to get to that point. She was holding my money, and so I started making little calls to her job again. She started sending the police. All right, black mom. I stopped, but while I was doing it a little bit more, she started sending the police to my door about the restraining order. Then she would send the police to my door, like in the evening, to just to send them there. So I got tired of that shit, and that's one of the main reasons I'm in Arizona. Also, this fucking shit right here. That would you be able to come back?
No, I just came to say hi. You're doing okay, right?
Yeah.
I don't have any kidney numbers, so.
Okay.
Were you still at home? I mean, were you not at home? What happened?
Situation with social worker.
Oh, they trying to start it out.
Mm-hmm. Get the fuck out. So anyway, fuck was I at? So, I stopped a little bit, and I was like, damn, that's too much cop action. This motherfucker come over twice a day and shit, tell me leave her alone and this and that. I left it alone. Now, I was cool for a minute. My money situation had got better about a week later. All of a sudden, the police were at my door again when I wasn't calling. But they were coming like 2, 3 in the morning. And she was calling them saying that I was threatening her on a text message and that I was still calling her job, and I was not. So the cops would come, and Chicago cops, law enforcement sucks out there. They didn't really want to make no arrests and do that paperwork, but they'll come and bang on the door. Hey, police! I got tired of that shit. She kept doing it. This shit was like, I want to say about out of 7 days, about 3 times in a week. She kept doing it when I wasn't even up to shit. She lived in Joliet at the time she was doing this. I lived in Dalton, Illinois. And she started doing that. And I'm like, I'm telling her, she's like, oh, that's not me doing it. I'm not doing nothing. I know what you're talking about. And I wouldn't even come fucking with her job no more. I have a problem with that because, okay, I did a little bit and called her job. And, got the police on my radar, but I stopped. Okay? You got a black mom with a black son sending the fucking police at me when I stopped. You know what the police want to do to me. And any other black male. You know what they want to do. Don't send them my way. Let it be your mother. Another thing, her husband. She tells, this family that I guess, I have to call family. I call them relatives. She's telling them all types of lies about me. She's telling them I'm harassing her and I'm taking her money and I call her job still and I'm this and I'm that. And you know what? It's not true. But I got tired of the drama. So I left. I left to Arizona. Don't deal with her. Deal with my little money issue a little bit at a distance. I don't deal with her. She's telling a lot of lies on me. A lot of lies to her husband, telling her husband that I'm retarded and that I'm just have these behaviors and I'm stupid and I do this to her, and she tells all these lies. She don't tell the truth of how she used to abuse me as a child. She don't tell the truth how I used to get my ass beat if I got anything lower than a B. And I was 65 pounds in 3rd grade with glasses. She don't tell that story. She don't tell her story how she used to whoop my ass with a fax machine cord, or how she used to whoop my ass with a telephone cord because I said I didn't love her. Or, wrote something in my journal. I had a little journal. She used to make me mad. I would write in the journal. She didn't tell me how she used to right hook me and left hook me and fuck with me a lot. She didn't tell how she had me arrested when I was 15 years old on Mother's Day and used to call the police all the time when I would misbehave and I was too big for her to really try to beat or do anything to. She don't tell that story, how she used to call the police and I've been in some fucking psych ward or some jail. That's the beginning of my problems. She don't tell that side of it. She tell how she destroyed my teen years and I had to single-handedly pick my own shit up and successfully get through my own shit teen years, and I'm going picking my life up again. She don't tell that half. Alright? Forgiveness? I have to forgive her. And I don't want to. But I have too much Bible, too much God experience. So I have to forgive her. And that's all it is to it. I have to because he asked me to, but it's very, very hard for me to do. And I'll be honest, quite honest, and this is not no video confession, I guess so. But if I did not forgive her for all the shit that she's done to me and all the shit that this has led to, I might murder her. There's probably a 98% chance I will murder her. In probably some of the most brutal and just messed up of ways. Tossing her in front of a train, strangling her. I would do something very murderous because I'm tired of this shit that's been going on 17 years now. So, you know, hammer to the face a bunch of times, screwdriver to the throat. I would do something crazy. That's not me. That's not what I want to be. That's not what I intend to be. That has nothing to do with God. So, I am forced to forgive. I don't even really want to do her like that. But I know all the fucking shit that she's done to me has caused me trauma, and I might black out and just baseball to the face for a couple hours. So, I am forced, and I forgive. And I try to encourage people to forgive, who have similar stories and stories worse than mine. Forgive. Do yourself a favor.